Hey folks, this is Mahanavas from SegmentNext, and we finally got a new look on Cyberpunk 2077, a first-person open-world RPG thanks to a trailer reveal during Microsoft's E3 2018 conference. The trailer revealed some exciting aspects of the game, but there wasn't much revealed on the gameplay, so today we're going to give you 10 new Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay details that you need to know. Cyberpunk 2077 was first announced 6 years ago. The game is set in a dark future of 2077 in Night City, where the world is run by mega corporations that control almost every aspect of life. The streets are ruled by organized crime, and survival is difficult if you can't carve out your own path. Here, advanced technologies have become both the salvation and the curse of humanity. The game promises a non-linear story designed for mature players, and according to CD Projekt Red, it'll have some sandbox elements and a form of multiplayer. You play as a character named V, an urban mercenary who takes on jobs that are too dangerous for most people. It depends on you whether you want the protagonist to be male or female. You also have a partner called Jackie Wells, who's an assassin and gun for hire. The game will first let you customize your character from scars, tattoos, hairstyles, makeup, glow effects, and a lot more. That's not all. Here you'll also get to choose the backstory to your character, and it's called Life Path. You have options like runaway child or death of a sibling as a past life that shape up your character. But other tabs paint a deeper picture of who you play as. There's birth record, background check, biometric scan, and biostats. You can also pick stats that include strength, constitution, intelligence, reflexes, tech, and cool. These choices you make directly affect the narrative as it unfolds. After those choices, you then select your position in the world, which include being a netrunner, techie, or solo. According to CD Projekt Red, you don't have to choose a fixed position, but you can be a mix of them all if you want, since you aren't really selecting a defined class, but more so your weaknesses and strengths. The game features a fluid class system that allows you to customize it as you go, so as you play the game, you evolve the class you want to be instead of picking a role. Moreover, you don't just need one specific skill to overcome a situation. As you play, you upgrade your level, and it majorly influences your combat with enemies. The higher level you have, the higher level enemies you can take on. But not only you have levels, but the people around you too, along with some telling stories just from their appearance. If the player focuses on them, we can see their stance in life. Text appears over their head saying things like junkie or bodyguard along with their level. Even when you focus on your partner Jackie, you see his name and his level. We will start at level 1. Some of the people you pass by can be approached potentially for conversations or missions. According to CD Projekt Red, the goal is for you to not only engage with the game world, but with its inhabitants. Just like Witcher, you take missions from people and have dialogue options in conversations. All of your conversation choices make a direct impact to your in-game progress, and you see the choices you made in a particular mission after that mission ends. The first-person perspective gives you a greater focus on your environment, which is handy for combat. V is incredibly agile. The fast-paced combat involves sliding along the ground at any time, dropping onto an enemy, and if you time your swipe right, even beheading enemies. V also has an inhaler-type booster, which boosts reflexes. Once activated, it'll initiate bullet time and slow down the world so V can target enemies. Also, before any mission, it'll be important for you to scan the people you're about to face, so you can figure out their level, which is important for combat. However, there are also non-violence options like stealth takedowns that result in V jacking into the enemy's head and accessing whatever the enemy knows to our benefit. Cyberpunk 2077 has promised a lot of cool weapons, and the alternate history setting affords Cyberpunk the opportunity to get creative with its weaponry. The weapons include huge firearms that go off at an insanely quick rate, weapons that have ricochet bullets, and mantis blades, which are attached to V's arm like Wolverine's claws, but with just one long singular blade like swords. With these powerful melee weapons, V can run along a wall and stab a blade into it to stay positioned at a higher vantage point. There are also fighting sequences while you're driving a car. Driving can be handled from first or third person. V can lean out of the car to return fire, so if you decide to hang out of the window and shoot at enemies, then the car is controlled by AI. For upgrades, you can visit a Ripper Dock. It appears the player can visit this location freely as numerous upgrade options appear on screen. You can have new tech upgrades that will improve your gameplay, like having a Kiroshi optical scanner that can be used to scan for threats, access points, and more. The scanner also allows the player to zoom in on objects. You can have V's hand outfitted with a subdermal weapon rig, which increases gripping force and helps with shooting. You have an apartment which will pose as a safe house of sorts. You can have multiple apartments in the game. Here you'll have a window that doubles as a computer where you can check mail and more. There's also a back room that doubles as an armory. A closet which holds jackets, each giving protections for various things like physical, thermal, EMP, and chemical. The jacket also gives you street cred, which can elevate your standing in the world. So what do you think? Has the wait been worth it? It looks like we'll have to wait more for Cyberpunk 2077 to be released, since there's no set date when it'll come out. But be sure to like this video and subscribe to SegmentNext. Until next time.